guys, welcome back to Rail Chief 74 today here on the channel, and welcome back to another layout update for today's video. Now in the last layout update that I made, I showed you guys some of the work that I've been doing on the underside of the layout. Well, only this time, the top side of the layout has seen a really big significant change, and I'll get to that change in just a moment. So in other words, I've been doing a little bit of painting to the top part of the table just recently. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video, and I'll show you guys what I'm referring to when it came to repainting the top part of the main layout itself. Alright guys, well I did mention that a big change was definitely happening here in the train room, and you're definitely looking at that big change as of right now, because as you can see, the entire center of the table has been repainted to a much lighter color this time around. If I could just throw up a image on the screen of what the color was originally on the table before, you could tell there is a significant change. The green that I chose is a little bit of a lighter tone of green, which I kind of consider to be more of a classic Lionel green, although I don't know if that's technically the term that we as model railroaders would use. But as you can see, I moved around a couple of buildings, reorganized them. Everything is pretty much still the same like it was originally, except everything is a little bit more cleaner and a little bit more respectable, as I always like to say. So let's go ahead and get in for a much closer look at what I've done as far as reorganizing goes. So starting off in the center circle here, as you can see, everything is back the way it was originally. We have the church building on the left side on the inner circle here. We got the firehouse in the center with the fire truck parked inside the garage. We have the banjo signal fully reinstalled. We have the schoolhouse, which is back on the right side here. I even added a couple of trees to the outside, as well as a damaged traffic light that I had on my layout for quite some time. The school bus is parked in the front of the building. We got two kids getting ready to start their first day of school here. I also added the Lionel billboard to the center this time, because when I had it right next to where the newsstand was, some of my engines were starting to bump up against it, and it was starting to get it was really starting to get frustrating trying to it was really starting to get frustrating trying to pick up that billboard again and put it back into position. So I decided to add it to the center of the circle this time around. Moving to the center of the layout here, we got the village here that's been Moving to the center of the layout, I have the neighborhood reinstalled in the center of the table here. I also have the little ramp that I made myself going along the track here. The gate man is put back into its original spot along with the water tower, the passenger station as well, and I also added a little sign over there to hide the wiring that's sticking out underneath the platform. There's also a little vehicle parked in the back, which is also hiding the wiring from the gate man. And the other thing that I have to hook up again is the 153 flashing highway signal. So since we're in the front of the layout here, I do want to show you guys this little section here. So I do want to advise that there's still some wire sticking out from the center of the track here. Yeah, I could probably hide it if I ever take some photos of the layout. I can always park a train or a passenger car in front of the station here. But if I ever decide to send in some more pictures to Classic Toy Trains, I want to make sure that this area looks realistic, or maybe not so realistic, but respectable and clean as possible. Because when it comes to Classic Toy Trains, they don't want to be sending in pictures with wire sticking out of the table. So at some point in the next couple of days, this wiring is going to get worked out and hopefully look a whole lot better than what it does now. And finally, right back here on the back end of the layout where the 445 switch tower is, as well as the freight station, if you guys recall, there used to be the milk car platform, which was placed in front of these two wires here, which is in the center where the billboard is. That milk car platform is completely gone, and that's because I'm going to be selling that milk car platform as well as the milk car that I've been restoring on my backup channel, Rail Chief's Back Shop. And in its place, I'm either thinking about putting a little tray so that way I can dub logs or barrels or coal, or just cover that up with the other Melcar platform that I have, which was made around 2005 for the post-war Celebration Series 773 Hudson set. And also, it might be a little bit hard to tell in the video, but I still need to do a little bit touching up in the back here. As you can see where those two wires are sticking up, it still has the original color back there of the table. I'm not really too worried about working on that right away. If I just like, you know, put an accessory on top of those two wires, you'll barely even notice. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to repaint that section without messing around with the back end of the layout here. And speaking of wiring, if you guys remember from my last layout update, I've been doing some work underneath the table. Well, just recently, I've been working on the wiring from the back end of the ZW, which is located underneath the main layout here. As you can see, I've added a couple of plastic clips to the back end of these horses here, so that way I can feed the wire from the transformer to the underside of the table and make it look much cleaner than just having that big glob of wire that was sticking out of the table here originally. And it does make the wiring more accessible and much more neater this time around. Okay guys, well I hope you all have enjoyed the new look at the layout here. As always, my name is Mike. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell down below for any other projects that I upload here on the channel. And don't forget, I have a brand new unboxing video that's going to be hitting the web this Friday. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But as always, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in my next video.